is benefiting from open education opportunities? Who can? Who has access to online resources? How are education institutions at all levels committing to fostering more diversity, equity and inclusion throughout their educational practices and culture? Is lifelong learning part of the discourse? Is it a priority where the population needs it most, and for those who are getting older but still need to keep up with societal challenges? What about the tools at their disposal, evolving so fast, especially the digital ones, and requiring continuously new skills? How not to leave anyone behind? These challenges, and many more, are part of the open education discourse. Commitment to face them properly and equally holds the key to a more inclusive and innovative future. Many institutions worldwide are stepping up to adopt principles that go beyond words, weaving them into the very fabric of their practices. Designing education for the margins makes education beneficial for all, not only for the mode. The commitment is not just a statement, but an ongoing engagement with the community, reflecting a dedication to fostering a culture of equity. But openness in education is an ongoing journey, reflected in its diverse values. Despite the positive impact, challenges such as the digital divide, quality assurance, intellectual property issues, commercialization, and institutional resistance exist. Addressing these challenges requires systemic changes at the policy levels and collaborative efforts at various levels. The education community holds immense potential, but can only thrive when it embraces equitable, inclusive, and unbiased systems. Savija Umoja Noble showed in her book Algorithms of Oppression that systems can be biased starting from their algorithms. Even searching through search engines is a symbiotic process that informs and is informed by the users. Yet, if the majority rules search engine results, how will those in the minority ever be able to influence or control how they are represented in a search engine? What about more recent tools, such as AI generative tools and machines? There is an increasing responsibility in the work done at the academic level to be attentive and critical about tools, approaches, voices being heard, and voices being included and integrated. To advance DEI, institutions are taking specific, measurable, and sustainable actions requiring qualitative and quantitative data to measure, monitor, and publicly report on challenges and progress made. These actions are designed to counter systemic barriers, both explicit and unconscious, and to address inequities faced by various groups within the community. When DEI considerations are integral to education participation, education itself, and training and learning environments, the results leads to education excellence, innovation, and creativity across all disciplines. Small steps can be the starting point, and transforming this practice into the norm in this virtuous direction takes time when old habits have to be replaced. Advancing DEI is a shared responsibility between all social actors, and it requires dedicated resources and strong leadership at all levels. Senior leadership plays a crucial role by publicly endorsing, ensuring fair resource distribution, and embedding changes in institutional governance. The COVID-19 pandemic's profound impact includes significant educational setbacks, particularly impacting individuals lacking access to bridging technologies. This has widened the educational divide between middle class and economically disadvantaged students. When reconsidering the university's role in society, according to the third mission, Beyond Education and Research, it is crucial to consistently and consciously rethink its far-reaching impact, from infrastructure and teaching methods to accessibility to educational opportunities for all, especially for the most disadvantaged people of all ages. In our institution, Politecnico di Milano, DEI is a specific focus underlying the teaching and research activities. Our strategic plan states clearly we have to bring out talents, to indulge passions and aspirations, to allow everyone to demonstrate and enhance their potential for personal and professional growth, to promote inclusion and diversity, and to accommodate, when necessary, the small and great vulnerabilities that lie hidden in each of us. Recognizing and addressing safety, trust, belonging, privacy, and power differentials is vital. This process aligns with inclusivity and learner empowerment in open education. Success is most achievable when those impacted are directly engaged in defining the actions and embodying the participatory ethos of open education. This includes lifelong learners. The foundation of lifelong learning provision significantly rests on information technology and e-learning opportunities, incorporating mobile learning technologies. Consider MOOCs as a prominent example of learning opportunities adaptable to the professional and private life balance for learners of all ages. How far can they be beneficial for students of all ages, offering an opportunity for flexible schedules and anywhere access? And how far can teaching staff benefit from reusing these educational resources in their learning design process? And how further if the resources are released with an open license that allows adaptation. The open source model, emphasizing collaborative development and open standards, paved the way to get where we are. It has demonstrated higher security, reliability, and quality in various applications, including e-learning and open learning. Looking ahead, the vision for OER includes educational institutions embracing open learning practices in line with transitioning from teacher-centered to learner-centered paradigms, which perfectly fit with lifelong learners' needs. Learning communities and collaborative approaches flourish, supported by easy access to e-content repositories. Integrating OER into pedagogical practices is crucial, emphasizing continuous questioning, evaluation, and improvement of content, methodologies, and tools. Open access to learning, open source software, open standards, and open educational resources collectively pave the way for a future where high-quality educational content is freely available, fostering effective lifelong learning for diverse learners worldwide. Achieving the overall objective of inclusive education opportunities involves institutional collaboration, transparency, and the sharing of challenges, successes, and promising practices. By embracing open education and institutional commitments to diversity, equity, and inclusion through intentional integration into practices, critical discussion of results, and seeking community support for mutual learning, we pave the way for a future where excellence, innovation, and creativity are accessible to all in their educational experiences. Students of all ages can form a community in the working context, continuing to apply the same open approaches and trusting and helping each other grow through peer support.